4 men are currently rowing unassisted across the Indian Ocean in a carbon fibre vessel to raise money for Parkinson's research. The journey is expected to take just over 2 months. They're taking turns now to row 2 hours each, 24 hours a day. Earlier, I spoke with the team leader, Chris Cleghorn, about how the trip's going. Wow, what a challenge you've taken on, Chris. Tell us, where are you now? What sort of conditions have you experienced so far?
Well, funny you should ask, because last night, conditions are huge out here. I think we've easily got five, maybe 6 metre waves coming in. So it's been a challenging night. We snapped and lost an oar, so we've had to carry out some repairs on deck throughout the night. But the team are working well. I can have a look outside as well if you want and show you it. But just open that a bit more, Ben. Sorry. Really good conditions today. Really getting that knocked about. Fortunately, it's all in the right direction, so it's pushing us towards Mauritius, not hindering us, which is good. But doing the challenge for Parkinson's disease, it's been tough. There's some days you get great sunshine, beautiful sunsets. Not even 48 hours ago, it was a flat, calm sea, like a mill pond. Like a mill pond out there, and we were loving rowing along. And last 24 hours has been a bit of a challenge to kind of get through, just because of the conditions. Yeah, that's a sunfish we saw, so some fantastic sights as well. But real mixture of conditions. It's exhilarating though.
I bet it is. I'm told you're an ex-Royal Marine Commando, so I'm assuming that means you're a pretty tough cookie. But tell me, has seasickness been a problem for you and the crew? I understand it's pretty tight living conditions.
Yeah, I just sat there before the call, and I just opened the hatch door. Like whenever the weather's like this, we keep the hatches closed, because our cabins are our buoyancy. They help us self-right. So if we keep the hatches open and they flood, there's a good chance we won't turn back the right way.
Chris, it seems like a pretty small vessel that you're in, a carbon fibre vessel, less than 9 metres long, I understand. How tiny is the cabin for sleeping? What are you doing for meals? It sounds like pretty tight living quarters.
Yeah, really quite tight in here. And so that's my breakfast this morning, radix, 800-calorie apple and cinnamon. I won't bother cooking this morning or hot water. I'll just do a cold breakfast, just really because of the weather conditions. But as you can see inside the cabin, yeah, it's tiny. And you can't. 2 of us in here, we have to top and tail it. But whenever we do get in the cabin, it's usually for safety reasons, together, and because the conditions on deck are not safe to row. So it's our only choice, but it becomes cozy, very cozy. Very, very hot as well. Hot inside here, so it's okay though. It's okay. It's good. The boat stability is fantastic. It's amazing. What we've been hit with overnight has really proven to us the stability of that. We got sideswiped by a very, very large wave this morning that went straight over the top of us, and we stayed upright. So it's a good sign.
You must be pretty fit, Chris. I understand there are 4 of you and you're rowing in shifts. How does that work, and how long all up do you expect this is going to take?
Yeah, 2 hours on, 2 hours off is what the routine that we run. That graveyard shift at 2 a.m, that doesn't seem to get any easier. So for some reason, every time we try and get up, it's like, graveyard shift again. But once you're on deck, you're talking to each other and trying to just enjoy a bit of the rowing. It kind of swings and roundabouts, you get some good moments and you get some more challenging moments. It's definitely a tough deal though at times.
So have other people been crazy enough to do what you're doing? Are you setting some sort of record with this journey?
Yeah, this ocean's been rowed by about 60 people before. It's one of the tougher ones, and definitely attests to that. The guy who owns the boat said to me, it's a tougher ocean than the Atlantic. So 2 of us on board have rowed the Atlantic before, and the conditions are just so different out here. Seas are bigger, the currents are more inconsistent. So yeah, it's definitely like that. So a bit of a bigger ocean challenge.
You mentioned you're doing an supportive research into Parkinson's disease. Why did you choose that cause?
So in 2006, my mother-in-law, Bev, was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. That was really the catalyst for my brother and I rowing the Atlantic. Fast forward a decade, and I got the offer of this boat that we're using now. And it was too good an opportunity to turn down, and Parkinson's was an obvious choice for us. I really want to make an impact to Parkinson's disease and try and raise enough money to help fund research and just to help support those in need. Who's diagnosed with Parkinson's, 100,000 living with the disease in Australia, and that number is climbing. So I think it's important that do our utmost to try and help find a cure for it. It's an insidious disease, and it takes away their life and also impacts the family around them as well. And we've seen that decline in Bev over the years. And we've, as a family, we watch the difficulty that the carers have to go through as well. So that was my driver, if you like, for it.
Well, Chris, best of luck to you. We really all do wish you well for the final bit of the journey that you have left, and look forward to hopefully seeing some pictures when you finally make landfall. Congratulations on the challenge. It's a big one that, look, most of us would never take on. So good on you, and congrats. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate your time as well. Thanks very much.